And we're back to learn Gimp in the year day 15. Let me show you the new layer properties right here. We've already used that in a couple of tutorials, and I've just told you to give it a name that you can recognize and set the fill to transparent. But let's go over the other options. By default, visible should be checked, and the lock options that I've talked about in the last video, they should be unchecked. You can also change the blending mode right here, which is the same as it is right there. You can give it a color tag. This is just a design feature that helps you to find the layer a little bit easier in the layers menu. Here's an opacity function, the same slider as it is right here. With an 8, by default, this should be the same as your canvas. So whatever you've set there will be set to the default for new layers, but you can make that bigger or smaller if you want to. The offset should be set to 0. This is just a position, but you can start with an offset to the right, left, which is then the offset X, or top bottom, which is the offset Y. Keep the composite space and composite mode to auto. That's usually what you need, especially when you're a beginner. Maybe I'll talk about the details of that in a future video when we still have time. But again, for beginners, set it to auto. For us, most important is the option fill with. So far, I've always told you to use transparency, which gives you a transparent layer, but you can also make that the foreground color. In this case, red is my foreground. Then we make the swatches black and white. Black is my background, and if I set it to fill with background color, our layer will be black. I'll make the background black, the foreground red, create a new layer, and I can actually pick the default white as well. So my swatches aren't white, but I can make this new layer white easily. Middle gray is just a gray color. And then we have a pattern option. That's also something I'm going to talk about in a future video. But if you select it, it gives you the default swatch that's active. And again, I'm going to show you in a later video how you can change the pattern. For the most part, we want to have transparency. So whenever you create a new layer, make sure that this is active. And these are the layer properties in Gimp. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.